Ciao, my name is Maurizio and welcome to the first reference check for Drag Race Italia. Before getting started, I would like to acknowledge the Rory John. He's got a fantastic YouTube channel where he explains all the cultural references and puns from RuPaul's Drag Race US, RuPaul's Drag Race UK, and I believe RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under, probably. Thank you so much for your help and your advice, Rory. If you don't speak Italian or don't know much about Italian culture, I hope that these videos can help you better appreciate the show. Now, without any further ado, cominciamo. Okay, let's start with the workroom. The entrance reminds me of luminaries from Salento and Sicily. You might recognize them from Dior's fashion show in 2021, in which the art and culture from Apulia were featured and celebrated.
In the name of the Father, Son, Farida Kant.
Father, Son, and House of Gucci.
Vengo dal Salento, sole il mare, il viento.
Salento is part of the Apulia region, the most eastern region of Italy, surrounded by two seas, the Adriatic Sea on one side and the Ionic Sea on the other side. It's usually described as the land of sun, sea, and wind, three aspects that characterize this region of southern Italy.
Grande bello, ma Enorma è proprio la taglia giusta.
I think there's a pun here that gets lost in translation, so I'll try to explain it. Enorma's name resembles the adjective enorme, which in Italian means huge. So she's basically saying big is good, but huge is just the right size.
E sono la sciura più giovane di tutta Italia.
The word sciura is Milanese for signora, madam. It's a term that describes an upper-class lady with designer clothes, possibly someone who likes to show off their wealth. You can check the Shura aesthetic at Shuraglam on Instagram.
Mi disegnano come una stronza, ma non è così.
So Luquisha's entrance line actually says, "I'm not a bitch, I'm just drawn that way," which made me think of this iconic scene from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
Benvenute mie Priscilla.
Priscelte is a pun on Priscilla, the name of the host, and Prescelte, which means the chosen ones.
Sorelle d'Italia.
This is a reference to Italy's anthem Fratelli d'Italia, Brothers of Italy. Enorma is saying Sisters of Italy.
Qui c'è la luna nera. Faccio una cartomante in stile vittoriano.
This is actually a very interesting reference. La Luna Nera comes from the game show La Zingara, originally part of another TV show on Italian TV. The contestant has to choose a tarot card among the 7 cards on the table of the fortune teller. These 7 cards can either be good omens or bad omens. If the contestant picks a good card, the fortune teller asks them a question that rhymes with the card picked. If the contestant answers correctly, they win a cash prize. And if the contestant picks the card of the black moon, la luna nera, they lose everything and the game stops.
I cui poster sono appesi sia nelle camerette di tutti i bambini che nelle peggiori officine italiane. Cristina D'Avena!
Cristina D'Avena is an Italian singer, actress, and TV personality best known for singing in numerous cartoon-themed songs and for being busty.
Pandoro panettone.
Pandoro and panettone are 2 Christmas cakes or sweetbreads. Pandoro is a sponge cake and panettone is a kind of spiced brioche with saltinas. Usually Italians argue with each other to decide which one is best.
Ma a noi ci piace il carnevale.
Il Carnevale, Carnival, is the period between the Feast of the Epiphany on the 6th of January and the beginning of Lent, in which entertainment is more frequent, often accompanied by particular traditions or folkloric events. People dress up and there are parades all over Italy, the most famous being the Carnival of Venice, Viareggio, Ivrea, and Acireale. And speaking of carnival, both Farida and Luquisha choose to go for a costume type of dress referencing Harlequin, one of the most Italian costumes for carnival. And Luquisha's reference to Pinocchio and marionettes and actually puppets is not that far away from carnival, because most of the costumes that are traditional to this festival actually come from marionettes, puppets, and also the commedia dell'arte, which was a type of theatrical show where characters had specific attire and attitudes. Flavio Briatore is an Italian businessman who started his career in the hospitality industry and in insurance. He's best known for his role as a Formula One team manager for Renault, formerly known as Benetton. He created several cult nightclubs, luxury resorts, and restaurants for exclusive customers, mainly billionaires and millionaires.
Congratulazioni ragazze, siete salve.
Also, this look by Ava Hangar made me think of the women of Ciociaria, which is the name by which, starting from the modern era, some impoverished territories southeast of Rome were called at a popular level. Women from this region are usually depicted in art, literature, and cinema with a basket of flowers or other goods. You might have seen the movie Two Women, where Sofia Loren plays a ciociara.
Come si dice dalle mie parti, è un vero pacco.
There is a mistranslation here when Priscilla says un vero pacco. Pacco in Italian can mean package, but sometimes in slang it means a scam or something deceptive.
Come ci insegna Calvino, non significa superficialità, ma planare sulle cose.
Mamma mia, queste citazioni!
This is one of my favorite quotes from Italo Calvino, who was an Italian writer and journalist. He was best known for his clear and elegant style and his constant search for clarity and simplicity. The quote is from 6 Memos for the Next Millennium. It translates to take life lightly. Lightness is not superficiality, but gliding over things from above and not having burdens on your heart.
Fare anche un commento sulla cotonatura. Più alta è la cotonatura, più sono eccitato.
This made me think of the higher the hair, the closer to God, which is used many times in the American seasons of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Ho avuto una vampata! Esatto, una vampata. Brava.
Sulle note di Occhi di Gatto.
Occhi di Gatto, or Cat's Eye in English, is a Japanese manga and anime series about Hitomi, Rui, and Ai Kizugi, 3 sisters who have a double life. In the morning they run a cafe in Tokyo, and at night they're a trio of highly skilled art thieves stealing works of art which belonged to their late father Michael Heinz, who was a famous artist and art collector during the Nazi regime. Before having a look at the preview of the next episode, the show shows this frame, which is in memory of La Carle Dupigné, who was a key figure over the past 3 decades for the entire Italian LGBTQ+ community and the national drag scene. Carle Dupigné passed away 3 years ago. The production team of Drag Race Italia decided to pay homage to her in this first episode to thank her once again for all her work. That is all for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought of the episode and what you thought of these references. I would really appreciate your feedback.
Sono colta, ecco, vedi, mi cade anche il mondo.
What do you think of the season? Do you have any favorites? Can you already picture a top 3 or a top 4? I don't know what they're gonna go for, but I'm curious to know, so drop a message in the comment section below. Consider subscribing to the channel if you would like to know more and get notified whenever I will upload one of these videos. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon. Ciao!